When you hear, "Country roads take me home," do you think parental advisory? Well, you should. My name is Molly Leba. This is Through the Music, episode 4, where I share stories that have molded me into the artist I am today. Let's talk about it.
Once upon a time, music was not censored. Then one day, Tipper Gore heard Darling Nikki by Prince, and thus began the uproar of angry parents and evangelicals that eventually led to the little sticker in the corner of at least one of your albums. Tipper had bought Purple Rain for her 12-year-old daughter and was appalled by the lyrics. This led her to form the PMRC, or Parents Music Resource Center. This group, led by Gore and 3 other wealthy women married to politicians and men in power, dubbed the Washington Wives, challenged and demanded the Recording Industry Association of America, or RIAA, to regulate music's content. As a selling point, they created a playlist they called the Filthy 15, which I'm sure it wasn't their intention, but I think is really funny. Black Sabbath, Motley Crue, Prince, Madonna, and Cyndi Lauper are all featured. Though unsurprisingly, heavy metal, punk, and rap were heavily targeted. We're Not Gonna Take It is also on this playlist. Just look up those lyrics. Anyways, that's exactly what artists said, though only 3 were allowed to speak on September 19, 1985, at the U.S. Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation: Frank Zappa, Dee Snider, and John Denver. And it may be to your surprise, but John Denver was actually the most against the parental advisory label. Yes, the same man who wrote Annie's song. I encourage you to look it up, but Denver articulately explained that the censorship of spoken and written word is unjust, and made compelling comparisons to Nazi Germany. Though the PMRC pushed for a rating system similar to movies, it was settled that the warning label would be placed instead. But it wasn't just censorship of written and spoken word. The parental advisory label also made it harder for musicians to earn a living, as big stores refused to carry these albums. Walmart. Anyways, now the parental advisory label isn't such a big deal. In fact, with time, it just made it more desirable to kids. But honestly, I really think with all of the time these Washington wives had to begin this movement, they could have just listened to the album and decided whether they would allow their kids access. Anyways, this seems relevant to the times right now. What do you think? This is Through the Music. I'll see you guys next time.